everybody. This is Spanta with Family Travel Africa. Today we're going to be talking about the top 10 economies in Africa. Top 10 economies in Africa by Mbonta Wantang. Rounding up this list of the top 10 richest African countries is Tanzania, with a GDP of 62 billion over the last year, known as the home of some of the continent's most famous national parks, and of course Kilimanjaro. The country comprises a lower-middle mixed income. The country's global ranking is 74th in the world. Their population is 58 million people. The country's economy is largely based on agriculture, contributing almost 25% to GDP and employing half of the workforce. Industries are a growing component of the economy, which accounts for almost 30% of GDP and includes mining, manufacturing, construction, electricity, natural gas, and water supply. The main exports include gold, coffee, cashew nuts, and cotton. In case you didn't know, GDP stands for Gross Domestic Product. Number 9 is Ghana. Found in West Africa, Ghana has an economy that is both diverse and rich in resources. With a GDP of 67 billion, it just makes the list of wealthiest countries on the African continent, coming in at number 9. The country was the first in sub-Saharan Africa to break free from colonial rule, as well as the first to achieve the target of halving extreme poverty. Their global ranking is 71st in the world. Their population is 29 million people, and the country is developing a lower middle income. The nation has attracted foreign investment due to its overall positive business environment, experienced economic growth of just over 6% in the last 2 years. Services contribute to around 50% of the Ghanaian GDP and employ almost 30% of the workforce. Industry is the next biggest contributor to the GDP at just under 25%, followed by agriculture. The primary exports from Ghana is gold, aluminum, diamonds, oil, cocoa, timber, and tuna. Found in the Horn of Africa, the landlocked country of Ethiopia, split by the Great Rift Valley, is the 8th richest country in Africa, with archaeological finds dating back over 3 million years. This ancient land is famous for being the place where the coffee bean first originated. The nation is the highest coffee and honey producer in Africa, making up a large portion of the country's foreign exchange. Other exports include legumes, oilseeds, coffee, quats, oily seeds, gold, leather products, live animals, and cut flowers. The GDP is $91 billion, and the global ranking is 63rd in the world. The population is 108 million people, and their income is a low-income country. The GDP of $91 billion comprises agriculture, construction, manufacturing, tourism, food, processing, resources, and energy. Agriculture is the region's most promising resource, making up over 40% of the GDP, 60% of exports, and more than 80% of total employment. The country of Angola has one of the biggest reserves of raw materials in Africa. Essentially, it could be higher up on the list of Africa's richest nations. However, due to resource mismanagement and internal corruption, the economy of the country has been negatively affected. With a GDP of over 90 billion, it comes in at number 7 on this list. Their global ranking is 62 in the world, and their population is 30 million people, and the country develops a lower middle income. Angola's economy is built on oil, with large reserves of natural gas and oil making up over 1/3 of its GDP. The production and exports of crude oil contribute significantly to foreign exchange. In fact, 90% of the nation's revenue in the export sector comes from the sale of crude oil. Other noteworthy exports include diamonds, coffee, sisal, fish products, timber, cotton, refined petroleum products, and cargo ships. Agriculture is also expected to become an important sector for the economy going forward. Kenya, a country in East Africa well known for its vast landscapes and wildlife, is next on Africa's richest country list. Having a GDP of almost 100 billion, this nation, with stable living conditions, an established coffee and tea sector, and rapidly growing agriculture sector, is the wealthiest in southeast and central Africa. Historically, its coastline has been home to a number of strategic ports for Asian and Arabian traders for centuries, becoming a trade hub for the region. The Kenyan economy is not built around the oil sector like so many other countries on the list, but still experience diverse positive growth. The global ranking is 61st in the world. The population is 47 million. The industrial sector contributes almost 50% of the GDP. The agriculture sector contributes to 35% of the GDP, with the main products being coffee, tea, and maize. Fast growth was also experienced in the tourism, financial services, and technology industries. While petroleum comprises a significant part of its foreign exchange, some other primary exports are petroleum products, fish, cement, and apparel. Please stay tuned for part 2 when I do the top 5 economies in Africa. Hope you like, share, comment, and subscribe. See you later.
I hope you like my video. Yes, you do. Subscribe.